What's good? What's good? This is your host, Swag Boy from swagboy360.com. Today's episode, Kevin Samuels goes after Lizzo in fake Nike ad he believed was real. Check it out, y'all. This is the fake Nike ad right here that Kevin Samuels thought was real. Now, in the Nike ad, it says, the caption reads, "bbws, don't be afraid to get on top. If he dies, he dies." Now, for some reason, Kevin Samuels thought this girl right here was Lizzo. If you look closely, Lizzo ain't got no body like this. This ain't Lizzo. But this is what Kevin Samuels said when he thought this was a real Nike ad. He said, "So now violence is okay? Or is it just one-way violence from women to men? Oh wait, it's just a joke, right? No major or even minor brand would dare do something like this if the genders was reversed. Awaiting the outrage from women and demands to cancel Nike and Lizzo." Now, I don't think it's going to be from this. It ain't going to be no demands to cancel Lizzo or Nike because this was a fake ad. However, even though this was a fake ad, he was right about this because I talk about this a lot. You got to understand something. A lot of people, even though this was a fake ad, a lot of females thought it was funny. They didn't think nothing about it. They didn't think nothing about females saying BBWs get on top. If he dies, he dies. If this was real, females wouldn't have no problem with it. But let's flip the script. Let's say if a dude said, "Fellas, choke that bitch. If she dies, she dies." It would have been outrage from females. You would have saw females everywhere saying, "Oh, I was a former victim of domestic violence. I have a problem with this. This is not funny. This is not a joke." You see the seriousness? The seriousness. This is why I talk about a lot, man. First off, this was a fake ad. That wasn't Lizzo. Lizzo body ain't like that, y'all. But what I'm saying is that it's acceptable in this society for women to beat on men. We gotta change that. It's acceptable for a woman to get mad and smack her man. It's acceptable. A man smacks his woman and she goes and tells society what he did. "Oh, girl, you should leave him, girl." All it takes is one time for a man to put his hands on you. "You better leave, girl." But do you say the same thing? Do you say the same thing to a man when a woman puts his hands on him? "Hey man, my girl just hit me." "What you do to her? What you do to her? You must have did something to her." Why I don't hear none of you women telling the man to leave the woman when a woman gets mad and puts her hands on him? See, I grew up in the hood. Let a dude from the hood talking about he about to leave his girl because his girl smacked him. People call him, "Yo, you a sucker, you weak." Because a girl hit you, you ready to leave? Damn. I know girls who would ridicule this man. Say, oh, you too weak. She don't need no weak man like you anyway. You can't handle a punch from a female. And then females in the hood, they grow up thinking it's acceptable for a woman to abuse a man. But see, when this happens, see, even though this ad was fake, this spoke. Like that caption represents what a lot of females feel. Yes, even though I'm 300 pounds, I'ma ride your face. If I suffocate you in the process, oh well. If you stop breathing while I'm riding your face, oh well. They don't care. Matter of fact, I know some girls. Yo, listen, no cap, no BS right here, yo. If a dude dies because a big girl rode his face, you know how many women be laughing? If a big girl kills a man from riding his face, she suffocates him from doing a sexual act. Not only will people laugh, but if that big girl goes to jail, get locked up, you know how many people will start a GoFundMe account and support that fat girl? I'm being honest. I'm not even joking. Girls be like, ooh, ain't that the girl that killed her boyfriend when she was riding his face? Ooh, you go, girl. Let me send her $20. Let me send her $50. Let me send her $100. Go, girl. I know that's right, girl. She innocent, girl. Free her, girl. This is what we got changed in America. See, this is why I teach men how to be red pill individuals. You gotta be red pill. Because if those tables were turned, and let's say he choked that girl with his you know what in a sexual, like doing something sexual, oh, females would be in outrage. Oh, he been abusing that girl for a long time. If he loved her, he wouldn't do her like that. If he really loved his girl, he wouldn't have been so rough with her. He was probably abusing that girl before that. You see what I mean? This is why I teach men, put yourselves first. You gotta put yourself first. This is why I tell men, you gotta be your own rock. This is why I tell men, you gotta put yourself first and be your own rock. Because if you fall, if you go through an obstacle, these women ain't gonna feel sorry for you. And you know what? You know the crazy thing about this? When I teach this red pill game, when I give these dudes these red pill game, you know what? Some of my best students, some of my best red pill students, right? They hardcore red pill guys now, right? Don't you know now their girlfriends complain that they don't open up to them? One of my students, they said, yo, Swag, last week my girl was like, oh, you don't open up to me no more. You don't show me your feelings. He gonna tell me that she told him, yeah, it's okay to be vulnerable around me. You can trust me. Because you gotta understand something. When he goes through whatever he goes through in his daily life, he don't go to his girl and open up to his girl. You know what he does? He handles it himself, or he opens up to his father. He opens up to me. He opens up to one of his male friends, one of his male counterparts. That's who he open up to. He ain't going to his girl, open up to her. You know, here's the reason why. If a woman sees you weak, she's gonna lose respect for you. She's gonna lose respect for you. You always must maintain respect with your woman. Don't be breaking down in front of your woman. You have a bad day at work, don't you go back home to your girlfriend talking about how much you had a bad day. Oh man, my boss getting on my nerves, man. Oh, I'm mad, man. Oh, I'm mad, man. And your girl like, okay, calm down, baby. Calm down, baby. After a while, she gonna lose respect for you. After a while, she gonna look at you as a man that can't handle your business. She's gonna look at you as a man that can't solve his own problems. See, here's the thing. You gotta be the problem solver. You not only gotta be your problem solver, you gotta be her problem solver. Let me ask you this. How the hell you gonna be her problem solver if you can't even solve your own goddamn problems? How? This is why I tell you, don't be going home to your woman, open up to her. Don't be complaining to your woman. You got to be strong for your woman. You got to be strong for your woman at all times. A lot of dudes, they didn't believe me. A lot of dudes, they didn't believe me. You know what they did? They still went home, opened up to their girl, cried in front of their girl, stressed out in front of their girl. Well, I don't know what to do, baby. I don't know what to do. Can you believe that? A nigga told his girl, I don't know what to do. A man told his girl, I don't know what to do. That's the worst thing you can ever do to you. That's the worst thing you can ever say in front of your woman. That's the equivalent of you going to work, right? You need this job. You need this job. But you hear your boss say, you know what? We're not making that much of a profit. I don't know what I'm going to do. How would you feel? Now you would get nervous. Your boss just said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what we're going to do. So you know what happens? You know what happens naturally? When the employer says, I don't know what I'm going to do, when the employer looks weak in front of the employee, guess what? Naturally, the employee starts to take the role of an employer, a boss, by saying, you know what? Maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do this. I could do that. I could do this. I could do that. You see how the leadership role just switch? Do you see how the leadership role just switched when the leader was not acting like the leader anymore? Do you see that? That's what happened in your relationships. When you not acting like the leader, your woman takes the role of leadership. But see, here's the bad thing about it. When your woman takes the role of leadership, your woman will lose respect for you. When your woman lose respect for you, the relationship is over. It's over. What she needs you for? What she needs you for? She's leading you. She's her own leader. She can lead herself better than you can lead her. What she needs your sucker ass for? Now you waking up every morning getting directions from your woman. Hey, baby, what we gonna do now, baby? Huh? What's some new ideas you got now, baby? I'm ready to work, baby. I'm ready to follow your lead, baby. You looking like a sucker. You ain't no man. This is why I tell you, this is why I tell you, we as men, we can't afford to be weak. We can't afford to be weak. And I know a lot of y'all gonna say, that's not fair. Well, guess what? Life ain't fair. Life ain't fair. This is why I tell you dudes all the time, the man is the prize, not the bitch. The man is the prize, not the woman. See, the man is the prize because we must bring more to the table than a woman. We got to bring more to the table than a woman. All a woman got to do is bring her good looks and sex. She good. That's all she needs. Bring your good looks and sex. That's all. We got to protect and we got to provide. That's a lot right there. That's a lot right there. You understand me? We must work for our worth. We must work for our worth. Women don't gotta work for their worth. Or a woman don't even gotta look good. She can look average, just average looking with a little sex appeal. That's all. That's all she needs to bring to the table. We as men, we gotta work. We gotta go hard. We gotta stay in shape. We gotta be able to protect and to provide for our women. That alone is more than any woman could bring to the table. Do you all know that if you love a woman, if you with a woman, you must be ready to put your life on the line to protect her? Do you know that? Do you realize that? That's what you bring to the table as a man. When a woman say, what you bring to the table? My life. Because you will put your life on the line to protect her. Y'all forget about that. Y'all forget about that. You know why you forget about that? Because y'all simps. Y'all suckers. Y'all don't know y'all true worth. That's why y'all forget about that. So you let the woman run the show. You let your girl run the show. Let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody call me. Male chauvinist, misogynist, I don't care what names you call me. It's going to be my way or the highway. Any woman dealing with me is my way or the damn highway. I'm the prize. You ain't the prize. You don't bring nothing to the look, I bring way more to the table than you do. Your look's going to fade. Everything you bring to the table going to fade and wear off one day. It's not an asset. What I bring to the table is an asset. So in closing, fellas, this ad that you saw, this fake ad that you saw, was how a lot of women feel. If he dies, he dies. They don't care. Most women don't care if you die. They don't care. All they want to know is, did he leave me some money? A lot of women, let's check this out. You know what's crazy? The women that you dating, they don't care if you die. All they want to know is, can you protect them? All they know is, can you still provide for them after you die? That's crazy. They cold with it. They cold. But see, here's the thing. A lot of you men, you'll provide for these women in life and through death. The only thing you ask for in return is sex. And maybe some soul food she cook for you every now and then. That's all y'all demand from her. And that's sad. What you need to demand is something that's rare. Something that can't be replaced. You know what that is? Loyalty. Loyalty is what you should be demanding from these women. And that's hard to come by. That is not easy. And you know what's crazy? Loyalty is one of the first things a woman would say she brings to the table. But mostly every woman that says they loyal, time will tell that they're not. And that's what I value. I value loyalty. I don't value your looks. Do I like a good looking woman? Absolutely. But I could buy good looks. Give me an average woman. I could make her a baddie or close to it within a couple of years. Money can buy good looks. Money can buy a beautiful body. Money can't buy loyalty. That's what I demand she brings to the table. This is why I only deal with obedient, submissive women. This is why. Every day I grind. Every day I work hard on myself. Every day I'm overcoming obstacles. I'm not going to come home to my woman, to my girlfriend with another obstacle. I got challenges all the time in the outside world. I refuse to have a challenge with the woman that's in my life. If you become a challenge for me, you are dismissed. You are fired. I don't do challenges with women. They do what I say, how I say, when I say. Don't be rolling your eyes at me, girl. You roll your eyes at your boss at work? No, you don't. So you best not roll your eyes at me. You roll your eyes at me, guess what? You roll your eyes at me, you could roll your ass up out my life. And that was today's episode. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm going to catch you in the next go around, my nigga. Hello.